A very good morning, children. How are you? I hope you are doing fine and taking good care of yourself. This is Sonia Verma, your SST teacher from Springfields Public School. Children, let us continue with the same chapter, Towns, Traders and Craftsmen of History, chapter 7, page number 84. Let us continue with craft towns. So, what were craft towns? Special kind of crafts they were found at particular places. And kings and nobles they used to require such kind of luxury goods, these handicrafts, and this led to the growth of craft towns since those handicrafts they were bought by rich people. So these towns also kept on growing and they developed into craft towns. Let us take an example. Bidar, it was famous for its beautiful bidri work. Here you can see in this picture this golden color work on metallic utensils. This is called bidri work. So Bidar it developed into a craft town because of this kind of a craft. Next example let us take was Hyderabad, which developed into a craft town because it was a gem cutting and trading center for jewels. Such kinds of gems they were found in the mines which were there in Golconda, and these gems they were crafted, they were cut into different shapes, and this is the reason Hyderabad it developed into a gem cutting center for jewels. Even the Kohinoor diamond it was found in the Golconda mines. You must have heard about this, which is a part of the British Crown nowadays. Then Murshidabad also it was a center for different kinds of silk. Now let us come to the next type of town, that was commercial and trading towns. So commercial towns they developed as a result of the products that were found in that region, or either because they were near to ports or major trade routes. So commercial and trading towns they were two types. First was inland trading towns and second was port towns. Ahmedabad, as you can see in the picture, it developed. You can see here in Gujarat, Ahmedabad you can find in the map. Then Kasim Bazar also. These two places they developed because they were centers of cotton and silk textiles. So two different types of towns were there. First was inland trading town and second was port towns. Inland trading towns they were situated inside the land, and port towns they were in the coastal regions. So they were famous for cotton and silk textile, Ahmedabad and Kasim Bazar. Then Kabul, it was a famous center of horse trade. Kabul, which is in Afghanistan, it was a famous center of horse trade. Now we are going to study about three important cities. One is Hampi, then Masulipatam and Surat. These three cities they were centers of trade, and we are going to study about them in detail. First let us study about Hampi. Hampi was situated on the bank of river Tungbhadra in Karnataka. You can see here. It was the capital of the mighty Vijayanagar Empire. It was chosen as a capital because of its strategic location. Its location was very good in terms of long term. Then Hampi it had the Tungbhadra river on one side, and was surrounded by cliffs on the other three sides. So its location was very good. The enemy they found very difficult to cross the river and also to cross the cliffs which were on the three sides. You can find in your book also, children, related to Hampi on page number 40 and 41. You can find different monuments, different temples which are there in Hampi. A Persian traveler, Abdul Razak, has described this city in detail. Hampi, it was an important center of cotton and spice trade. Spices you can see, and cotton was also traded from Hampi. In the 15th and 16th centuries, European merchants used to buy these goods from the rich markets of Hampi. So spice and cotton used to be bought from Hampi by the rich merchants, and they were sent to different countries. For example, Persia, Arabia, Burma, China, and other islands in the Indian Ocean. You can see here all these different countries around India. Persia, which is nowadays known as Iran, you can see on the left hand side top. Then below that you can see different countries which were part of Arabia that time. Burma you can see on the right hand side, which is now known as Myanmar. Then China you can see, and other different islands. All these cotton and spice, they were traded with these countries. Hampi was a well fortified city. It means Hampi, the whole city, it was surrounded by very high walls on all sides to save it from the different enemies, anyone who attacked Hampi. It also had many beautiful temples. The rulers used the money from trade to build temples. Archaeologists have found a platform which is known as Mahanami Dibba, you can see in this picture, from where perhaps the king and his family, they watched dance and musical performances during the Mahanami festival. But after the Battle of Talikot in 1565, Hampi, the city, started to decline, and this city lost its importance gradually. So that is all for today, children. We will continue with the next topic, Masulipattnam and Surat. We will study in the next lesson. I will also send you the question answers. Keep on revising your previous question answers. Keep on learning them. Keep on reading the chapters. Keep on doing your work side by side. Thank you very much. That is all for today. Have a nice day.